I like butterflies.
Speaking of butterflies, I have one here.
Nice.
That I got from Clean Rock One out of Illinois.
Okay.
And I have one here. I got Chester Weatherholz.
That's cool shit.
You know who Chester Weatherholz is? Anybody?
No.
All right. He was on his guest judge on Ink Masters.
Oh.
He was from Exeter in Reading. Worked with Joe Johns at Wizardsville. He was was one of his first clients as a tattoo artist. He started there as an apprentice. He apprenticed there. Now he's working on Long Island in New York City. That's my tattoo story.
That's pretty cool.
But these are really rad.
Nice.
Yeah, Ian Chapin down in Glenside.
There you go.
Yellow Rose Tattoo.
I think
He did most of the stuff on this art.
There's a lot of detail in the ditch. How was that?
That was not fun.
Yeah,
It was about as fun as my sternum.
I know. See,
You
like,
can't see
Yeah.
it. You can't see it, but Josh has zombies eating Philadelphia, starting at one wrist, going across his chest, and all the way down the other wrist.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
You have like the Skyline and shit?
Yeah, it's all up in here, that section.
Oh, wait a minute. Should have came with the titties.
Today! It's to make them dance!
Yeah,
Yeah.
zombies.
And it goes up into the skyline.
Who did that?
Paul Acker.
What is he like?
He's in, actually, I think up by your way, it's called Seance Tattoo. I believe
Really?
now it's his own shop. Yeah, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
When somebody's like solid enough, they can run their own shop.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see any tattoos on you.
Oh, I got one. It's a Beavis and Butthead tattoo.
Oh.
But it's Todd.
Todd, the bully
Yeah.
in Beavis and Butthead has this tattoo.
Holy shit. That's a good.
That's my favorite tattoo.
Yeah,
I was like,
That's
why
what I thought it was
I
originally.
would have ended all that.
Tattoo?
Yeah.
And, that's
But
that's,
that
that's
says-
straight up Mike Judge right there.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's awesome. You know, I watched. Oh shit! Oh, there it is. I watched a ton of videos at night, and I watched the Mike Judge. If you watch him, he kind of documents what's happening, and it does like satire, of course, like on current events and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Right.
But if you go back and watch movies like that he's done, it's kind of like.
Yeah,
like Office Space.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
Right.
the guy. He was the boss at the restaurant
Yeah.
or the bar or whatever that was.
Like he was like.
Oh, where the girl worked out with the pieces of flare? Is that
Yeah, the whole
Yes.
flare thing. Yeah.
So the documentary says that was a direct representation of TGI Fridays.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And I can say this because I'm not sponsored. So
I think they're closing most of them anyway.
Yeah, I heard
so
that.
right after that, TGI Fridays stopped the flare
Oh.
because they got such bad because of the cult following. Everybody.
Mike Judge had so much pull in the 90s. It's insane. White Zombie was done. They were done. And then
Yeah, on Beavis and Butthead.
he put him on Beavis and Butthead, and that restarted
And
White
they-
Zombie's
yeah, they-
career.
Yep.
It's insane. And on top of that, that was the first place I seen Black Sabbath. That's
Yeah,
how
really?
I found Black Sabbath.
That's
They,
cool.
Iron Man was on the show, and it gave me a lifelong
Yeah.
obsession with heavy metal and Black Sabbath. It's
My-
insane.
funny.
Just from Beavis and Butthead. And I burned a lot of shit.
Rock baseball.
My parents didn't get it, but I said they're mixing like they're not taking it too seriously, but at the same time they're like, where else am I going to see a Danzig video?
Yeah, right.
Right.
Like, if
Yeah.
you either love or
Oh my
hate
God.
Danzig, but where are you going to see
See
that?
it.
I used
Right.
to stay up for Headbangers Ball and expect like.
Good old Ricky.
I remember one of my first albums that I bought by myself. I didn't know what it was, but I saw this cool dragon on there, and it was Retribution by Malevolent Creation. I put it on, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Just through the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I stay up late and I'm watching, waiting. I'm like 10, and I'm waiting or something like that, and I'm waiting for Headbangers Ball. I'm like, "Yes, I'm gonna see metal. I'm gonna see real." And it's like Warrants. I'm like, "What is this
Yeah.
bullshit?"
Oh, yeah.
And so then Beavis
Warren,
and Butthead
like,
comes on,
White
and there's like,
Snake and-
there's Death on there, and
Right,
like all
yeah.
these like metal bands I was finding. I was like, "Whoa, this is insane!" And I couldn't find that stuff anywhere else but Beavis and Butthead.
It's so funny. It's so funny. And Mike Judge really knows. I mean,
Yeah.
him and Matt Groening.
Oh yeah.
it's pretty scary. What do you, Ian? I want you to chime in. Like,
Say something.
because you're the newest member of the band.
Say something. Damn it.
So we got Jimmy and we got Ian, we got Josh, and we got Brian. We have 2 new members of the band. The first time we talked to you was on Zoom, and half the band was different.
Yeah, right.
Me, Josh, and Jay.
Yeah.
So why? You don't have to get into like the dirty, but how do you feel about the band now that you played here today?
Yeah.
And like, this is your second time playing with the band, and
Yeah, one rehearsal this guy had.
I
you
know.
had one
It's
rehearsal,
crazy.
and you had the balls to come here and play, and it's going to be on the internets.
Yeah.
You know how many people are going to see this?
So
play a lot.
Tons.
That's the goal.
I can't vouch for how many people will see it.
No, right.
Hopefully a lot. But the cool thing about it is that's a lot of balls. It's a lot of balls.
It really is.
Well, thanks.
We did a lot again.
So tell me why, like, how did you wind up in the band? A surf band.
They need a bass player.
Start at the beginning, bro. Tell them
Tell
who
me
you
your
were.
story, buddy.
Start at the beginning with us.
Well,
Yeah,
we've known each other
great.
for 30 years or something like
Yes,
that. At this
correct.
point, like late mid 90s, right? Like so like
Yeah,
96, 7 or something like
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
And we were all in high school together, and well, we were in high school. And, I don't know, we used to play in a metal band.
Yeah, we did.
Josh was a singer. He played bass. I played guitar, and now I'm playing bass. He's playing drums. He plays guitar.
Just swap things around a bit.
And it's a whole different style of music.
Right.
But there's so many bands that are just incarnations of different bands, like yourself.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
you were all in different bands playing different instruments, and that's the same for a lot of bands.
Yeah.
That they have friends that stick together
Well,
through different iterations.
I think you grow up in a town and you only know so many people,
Right.
and then you find all the other music freaks around, and then you guys all start a band together. And if you guys are friends in that band, I think that's a lifelong thing. Like
Yeah.
you might grow apart or move in different directions, and you might find other people to play with, but I feel like you always pull from the same pool of friends and musicians, Like if you needed a bass track, I have no doubt that you would call me and be like, yo, can you throw this bass on there? Or Josh for singing or drums or whatever.
Yeah, whatever you did.
And we knew each other for so long that we had another bass player, Parker, and he, there was just scheduling conflicts, and, we love Parker. Parker's a killer. He's our brother.
Brother's my brother. Yeah.
But, just had to go in a different direction, which is cool. So we had gigs lined up and things ready to go, and that's when we called Ian and then asked him to pop in, and he was like, yeah, no problem. I'll be there tomorrow.
Yeah. Learn our
And
set
he's-
list, please.
He learned the set overnight and showed up and nailed it. And same with Jimmy.
Yes, yeah,
there were
yeah,
just
similar story.
some differences with Jay, who I love Jay. Jay's a great dude.
That's my guy right there.
Great
That's my
player.
guy.
And just differences happened, and Jay moved on to he actually, from last I heard, he wrote a whole new album, and I think he's looking for some new players to record a whole new album. So
Do you know what kind of music?
I'm not positive. Do you know? It might be like the horror punk stuff. I know
Yeah,
he
kind of
loves
like he
that
was
stuff.
doing with like the
Bats Upside Down.
yeah. Maybe, and then what was the song we had?
He's way into
Rebel Without a Head.
Rebel Without a Head.
So more of that type feel.
Tyler Frankenstein, which is a killer song.
Yeah, it was.
That's
Okay.
That was Jay's
That's
song.
Jay's, yeah.
And,
He's
he
way
took that one.
into the Misfits, right?
Yeah. He likes a lot of horror punk and like horror in general. Like that's kind of
It's
his
kind of what
wheelhouse.
all our
Yeah.
kind of background
Yeah.
is, really,
Yeah.
right?
Wait,
So-
where is it?
What do you got?
Oh, good old Hellraiser, baby, let's go!
Oh, yeah.
He's my man.
And
Well, it's the
so
box.
yeah, when Jay moved on, or we moved on from Jay, or either whatever direction it went, Jimmy came out to our first show, and I've known Jimmy for I don't know. 15 years?
I'd say 15 years. Yeah,
We-
we met at the Blue Comet.
Same
which is-
place that Jay and I met.
Right. Which used to be in Glenside. I was going there before I met Brian. I mean, I might have run into him like back in the day, but like late
2005, that's when I started going there.
Yeah, somewhere around there. I was going, I think, like from 97 until, I don't know, 2001, 2002. And then, you know, life's direction changed, all that good stuff. Didn't go for quite some time. And a second, you know, detour along life sort of brought me back. And, you know, just seeing the bands that I loved. It was all rockabilly, you know, some great bands going through there.
2005, 6ish,
Yeah.
6ish, around there. We all used
Yeah,
to
we
hang
used
out
to go
there.
there.
As soon as
Yeah.
I found the place, I was like, "You motherfuckers got to see what's going on in this place. It's insane." Like we
It
were
was
playing.
it's such a great place.
We were playing death metal at that point, and I walked into that bar and saw a live rockabilly band for the first time in my life. And I remember it was the Razorbacks, and I didn't know anything about them. All I saw was that big ass upright bass, and I said, "Oh fuck, I'm doing it wrong. I need to be doing that." And
Sorry,
we
boys.
still played metal, and I still loved it, and I still do love it. But I went out and bought an upright bass, and within 6 months of buying a bass, I was on that stage, and it was.
That's a good point. The rockabilly is very important. I think even in terms of surf, it's very
Sure.
it's adjacent in a way.
Right.
Like garage rock, like that trio garage rockabilly.
That's literally what drew me to it. It's teen music. It's rebellious music for the 50s. It's punk rock before punk rock.
Yeah.
And
Proto-punk.
I wouldn't say
Definitely.
it's proto-punk, and I wouldn't say punk rock didn't evolve until the Sonics came along. And then punk rock, the Sonics did punk rock 10 years before punk rock was punk rock.
Right, right.
Yeah.
and the MC5.
And the MC5, but even
Right.
MC5 was years after the Sonics. You know, they when I
Were
found
they
the Sonics,
70s?
who?
MC5?
No, like 67,
68,
Yeah.
something like
Yeah,
that.
Sonics
more
were
shit.
what?
He knows all
Like
the things.
64,
I just guessed
65.
it,
Yeah.
Like
And
teenagers.
what Dick Dale's around the
We
same
were
time.
headbanging.
Yeah, he was like
Early.
61, 62, and Dick Dale, he's an entity of his own. He's a monster guitar
He's
player.
an anomaly.
Yeah.
Right.
Because he wasn't trying to invent surf music. He was just
No.
really super into loud and
Oh, he always
like
said,
Middle Eastern music.
he always said, "I'm not a guitar player. You can tell me I suck all you want, but it's not going to hurt my feelings because I'm not a guitar player. I'm a musician. You hand me an instrument, I'm going to play it." And I don't know if you guys know this, but I think a lot of that stuff, I think on Mr. Lou, I think he played drums on the recording. I think
Really?
he played the trumpet on the recording and the guitar.
Damn.
Like, I
Oh,
think
really?
he played all those parts.
I didn't know that either.
Anybody have Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Fact check him.
I
don't know how much you can fact check on Wikipedia.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
Anyone
Anyone right?
How about we do this? We ask the internet to fact check me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put
Yeah,
a
in the comments.
comment if on the original Dick Dale and the Deltones version of
Mr. Lou.
Mr. Lou.
Yeah.
But if you look on our channel, there's a playlist, and on that playlist there's about 20 different versions of Mr. Lou.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys saw that playlist, but it's all the way from the 30s and 40s.
Oh, yeah.
There's
Progression.
videos on there that were transferred to digital
Yeah.
and put up on YouTube.
Well,
I didn't get them.
it's-
So I just
Right.
compiled them.
I forget the name of the scale. I can't remember what it is, but it might be Mixolydian or something like that. I don't know. My theory.
But it has that Middle Eastern flavor to it.
No,
Yeah.
it's literally just a Middle Eastern scale. That's what Mr. Lou is, and that's why the song goes back to the 30s and 40s. It goes back further than that because it's an old folk
It's
song.
a traditional folk song.
And I think what's the instrument? Bouzouki or something like that.
I don't know.
Bouzouki or something. A little gourd with
Yes.
strings on it.
Yeah,
There is I have the video in my playlist.
Yeah.
If you guys look, you'll see it. The dude, he's I want to say he's Pakistani.
Yeah.
The guy that's playing it, I can't be sure. I know like between India, all the way to say like Syria, Saudi Arabia,
Mhm.
like that whole neck of the woods would be like places where there's different incarnations of
Yeah.
Mr. Lou.
What's the band? I can see their logo now. It's like a Middle Eastern sword. Starts with
Oh, the
S.
Scimitars.
Scimitars, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're wild.
They're wild, and they do a lot of that Middle Eastern stuff
That's
with
surf
Middle,
band.
with Middle Eastern
Yeah.
instruments, and then they switch
I
up
actually
and
like
play
them a
surf.
lot, actually.
Yeah, they're killer.
I saw them at SG 101 and they had a belly dancer
Yeah.
and
Oh.
and a lot of, like
Damn right, Abe.
that's pretty. They were all they were done up well, and she dressed the part, and I was like,
Yeah, they're good, man.
and they have these like stone faces,
Yeah.
like they're just in the moment. It's
A lot of
so
stuff
rad.
a lot of the stuff they're doing takes a lot of concentration. And
Yeah.
they're killer.
Like bands like them and Tiki Orchestra. If you've ever heard
No,
them.
I don't know them.
Okay, they're wild. They're on High Tide. They have an island called Tropica, and I want to say he's in the Chicago area, but I could be mistaken. I'm sure I'll get nailed in the comments for that because I don't know. But the dude was like super cool, and it was a really cool get for me that he actually talked to me because I think at that point they were playing SG 101. They were going to play SG 101, but they didn't that year.
Yeah. So with the Triceratones, we kind of the direction I'm moving in. We love surf. We're really eclectic music wise. We listen to all kinds of stuff from jazz to swing to death metal to rock to all kinds of blues, everything. But I love 90s hip hop, like all that stuff. But the direction that we're kind of moving in, I wouldn't really call us a surf band. We do a lot of surf songs and we love surf rock. I love surf rock. But we do a lot of garage stuff too, and my writing style is kind of on the garage punk rock style. And I kind of want to try to, I don't want to say invent something new because who invents anything new? I want to pull from all these genres, and I want to do like a super psycho surfabilly. I know we talked about this before, and I don't know what the hell that is. But when we hear it,
We're gonna find
That's
it
what we're
already.
gonna find out.
We're
I
definitely
wanna-
gonna find it.
I want to do surf with a punk rock edge, but I don't want to do surf punk.
You don't want to sound like Agent Orange.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like Aged Orange. What
Which
really?
are great.
I
But
saw
who are
that.
also
Yeah, they are insanely good. They are insanely good.
And Dave Klein, if you watch him, we all love Agent
Dave Klein
Orange.
is the man for
We
sure.
all love Agent Orange.
What really moved me was, which we do. We open our set with it because I love the song that much. Cruel Sea, which is an old song from the Dakotas from the 64, 5, 6, something like that.
It's a great tune.
And the Challengers did it, and all these bands did it. But I heard the Coffin Daggers do it, and it knocked me out. And I said, "Holy mackerel, that's like."
Did you get a chance to see them live?
Not yet, but August 22nd, I know they're playing with our pals Sunbus in Spring City, PA, and I will definitely be there for that.
I'll be there.
Sounds
It's
like
right
a
up the street.
great show.
Yeah, it sounds
Yeah, it's
awesome.
going to be a killer show. So
They're like literally like that scene in Back to the Future where Michael J. Fox
Yeah.
puts on the guitar.
yeah,
Was that a little Steinberger guitar or whatever?
No. It's
What was
it's an ES 345.
No, that's at the school. He's talking about the little Chiquita. They were called
Oh,
Chiquitas.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he plugs
Sorry
into
about
that giant
The
50-inch speaker and blows himself across the room.
That is what it's like to see the Coffin Daggers.
And
I
that's-
saw them at the fire.
Right, and that's what I imagine it's like to see them. Because the first time I heard their version of Cruel Sea, I said, well, that's the mixture of heavy metal and punk rock and surf that I was looking for.
Yeah.
And that's kind of
And
really
he has
what
that
it's-
background.
Yeah, and that's what really inspired me to push into this direction. I'm sure there's a ton of great bands out there doing that, but there's nobody quite doing it the way I hear it in my head yet.
That's a good thing.
You know,
Nobody's
So-
you.
Yeah,
So
no.
you
Yeah,
can
why not?
anybody can copy anybody, but nobody's you.
Yeah,
Yeah, you have your own stamp on whatever
Yeah,
you're doing
yeah.
musically. And
Right.
That's
Like-
the good thing about a lot of people that have different backgrounds and things, because it all mixes
Pull
into
from
something that
anywhere,
could
yeah.
be unique in the end. You know?
Yeah.
I'm super excited to have Ian in the band because he enjoys recording and engineering and stuff as much as I do.
Oh, really?
And he's really good at it. I mean, you have stuff on record labels and stuff, right? That you've
Yeah.
done. Yeah.
Well, like name something that I might know that's on. So I can. Well, name
Not a damn
one.
thing, man. What kind of music was it? You know?
There was all kinds of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure.
everything from movie soundtracks, pop,
Yeah.
Yeah.
rock, metal.
Yeah, you're a mix engineer for hire, right?
Oh
For a
yeah,
while. Yeah.
yeah, but it's a hard life.
Oh, well, Tommy,
Stress of it.
Tommy Conwell has the best answer I've ever heard. When people say, "Tom, man, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? What's new?" You know, I haven't seen you. What's going on? He goes, "Yeah, you know, for a while there, he was like, I wasn't playing the music so much. You know, music business is hard, and that's the best answer there is.
It is,
Music
right.
business is hard. You know, fortunately, Tom is back at it. He's out there.
Oh, is
He's killing it again.
It rocks.
He's a monster player. We know Tommy Conwell because we played on his Loud and Local show when we were in high school.
Oh, nice.
Together. So,
He played at our high school.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And
in
years
after the Poconos.
years after that, I wound up playing bass with him for a few gigs, and that was fun. I mean, everybody at this table knows Tom.
Yeah.
He used to play at the Blue Comet also.
He would.
He's a super nice guy.
He's awesome.
Such a killer player. But yeah, he's back out there. He's killing it, playing again
We
a
gotta
lot.
see him.
Yeah. We do gotta go see him.
That'll be fun.
But yeah, so that's kind of where I see this band going, is kind of a surf vibe with an aggressive edge to it. That's, you know, I want to write some chiller stuff too, you know, because if we don't,
Yeah.
you know, Josh,
When?
Josh,
When?
yeah, Josh might
When the
explode.
fuck is that gonna happen?
Josh might explode like
Spontaneous
coming from Spinal
combustion.
Tap.
His line.
Yes, yes. I was watching.
Spontaneous combustion, buddy.
For those that are watching, there's no air conditioning in here
Yeah,
yet.
it's a little
So
spicy.
Josh, when you see the video, it looks like he's about to die,
Oh, it was close.
and he,
It was almost as
I'll be
fun as
lucky if he ever speaks to me again after this. And I said this.
I'm not
to
saying
Josh.
much now, Ryan. Thanks. I'm catching my breath in here.
Yeah, that was really fun.
No, it was awesome. Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah,
so
for
much.
sure.
Thank you for having us.
I couldn't have thought of a better band because I already feel like I'm moving in a different direction with the podcast,
Right.
and I think you guys are on a different path than where the rest of your lives have been.
Right.
And,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
and
for
I'm
sure.
like, every time I see you, something is happening. Something new is happening, and I feel like that's where I am in my life, where
Yeah.
new things are, and it's all good. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love to watch a band start out and grow.
yeah.
Thanks.
Some bands are just so like the bloat floaters. You guys know who they are?
Yeah,
No, yeah.
From
I know them.
Stockton.
yeah. They're killer too.
They did a video for us. We did an interview, and they sounded like like a punk band, like a surf punk band.
Yes.
But the guy was like, he had his like surf chops down. Like he was
Nice.
like he studied the shit. And then they put out their second album, and it was like, yeah, this is what he wanted to do.
Yeah,
I think
nailed
they
it.
just played SG 101.
Yep.
I think I just seen their video yesterday or something like that, or the day before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was insane.
Really?
Pretty dope.
Yeah, I just messaged him. I'm like, dude, you seriously leveled up.
Yeah.
You leveled up,
Yeah.
That's all
Killer.
awesome to
no
see.
doubt. So I mean, before we go,
Yeah.
I want to know because Jimmy,
Yes.
I met you at the first Triceratones show, and
I did.
and
You did.
we felt I felt like a very kinship between us.
Yeah.
And like
It's
we
kinda-
spoke the same language, and like
Yeah.
it's kind of like I don't want to say serendipitous that we're all sitting here together
No, fine. Take in.
and getting along. Like seriously, like how did you go from being at their first show to?
Brian called me up, or sent me a message. I don't know, less than about a week later after the show, and he was telling me that hey, Jay decided to part ways. I'm
I
the
think that
first
was.
person.
I wouldn't put that on Jay. I think that's mutual.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
That
don't
was
know.
mutual.
I don't
Yeah.
quite know the story
But
because
you,
it was.
you were the
before.
first. When I saw you as soon as I seen you show up, I was like, oh, Jimmy's the first person I'm calling.
Yeah.
Jimmy and I have jammed before. We've
Yeah,
played-
in how many different iterations?
You already
know,
seemed like you were kind of with the
basement-
band at the show. Like you were
Yeah.
kind of like already with them.
He was our only fan. Besides you, right?
Yeah, you and Joe
Yeah, there was a big
Gallo.
crowd.
There was
And
three of
Joe,
them.
yeah,
Joe
Joe
Gallo.
was with us.
Everybody
Joe
else,
Gallo.
Joe Gallo.
everybody else was childhood friends and family.
Yeah, it was good though. They loved it.
Yeah.
But no, I seek out those people that are like similar, like they get excited about music and just cool things we think are cool, whatever that may be. You know what I mean?
Right.
We get it. We're all
Yeah.
the same nerds.
It's
Well,
Yeah,
put, my man.
totally. I mean,
Yeah.
I even used to smoke the same cigarettes.
Yeah, right,
Back in the day. Like, it's like, but I immediately with Jimmy, I was like, holy shit, this is the guy I can talk hardcore and punk with.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
because my
absolutely.
family, I'm like, oh yeah, like Lou is sick, I'm sick of it all. And my wife's like,
Ooh.
like, we call him.
Mhm.
Right.
So when
yeah,
is it,
so like when
Me and
like
looked forward
you-
with some big hardcore bands too. Yeah.
who was your
Blacklisted, Punishment,
Yeah.
Philly area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
Did you ever? There was a band from New York that they used to play Philly called Sheer Terror.
Sure,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I've seen them a bunch of times. Yeah.
We played with them in college.
Yeah.
My friends were all like, "Yeah, I'm not going to that show." I'm like, they're great. They're like, "Yeah, man, you might get your ass kicked." I'm like, "All right, it'll be worth it though."
Like, I can't even
They're great. They're great.
the bands that like going to like First Unitarian Church that like
Yes.
Yeah.
We played there.
22nd and
We
Chestnut
played
in
there with
Philly.
Cryptops.
It's like a rite of passage for punks in Philly.
Yeah.
Whether it was hardcore, whether it was like some pop punk stuff, or that was always and still is a great
Yeah, they
place
still do it. Yeah.
to
So-
catch shows like that.
Do you remember Kim Deal's band, the Amps?
Yeah.
You know who Kim Deal is?
Mhm. From
the Pixies.
originally Pixies and Breeders.
Yeah.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
She
Yeah.
came through town the first time she played upstairs at
Wait, was she was the bass player, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She called it the band the Tammy and the Amps.
Mhm.
And I saw Kim Deal really small in the bottom. I'm like, and I missed it. And then the next
Oh.
time she came through, she played the First Unitarian Church. I'm like, all right, now I'm going. But it's just the Amps. So if Tammy's not there, does that mean Kim's not in the band? But you see, she had just dropped the Tammy at that point.
God.
Yeah.
They came out with an album, and yeah, I missed both shows.
No.
So that's my
Well,
my kid. I could have walked up.
But
to
yeah,
Kim Deal
like
and had a
as
moment.
far as being like seeking out those people that like kind of you can bounce those conversations off of, like you find that that person and you're like, you're speaking my language, like
Yes.
it's great stuff,
Yeah.
I run into people like that all the time, and like that's like that's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah, it's great.
You can relate not only to the music but like secondary stuff, whether it's like lifestyle or different scene, to catch other bands and stuff like that. But yeah, totally felt like
Everything you're talking
I
about-
knew you before I even
Yes.
have met you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
But everything you're talking about, I think, is essential to having a decent band, because the most,
True.
one of the most important parts is hit your marks, know your notes, get your shit right.
Why do you
The
look
sec-
at me when you say that?
Yeah, you motherfucker.
Son of a bitch.
But almost as important as getting the parts right is
Not right.
be,
The bond.
just be a good hang.
Yeah.
That's be a good hang, because
You
eventually
have to spend time together.
at some point,
Yeah, for
we're
sure.
going to have to spend time together. We're going to have to be in a car together. We're going to have to be in a van together for 2 hours. And somebody's going to say some weird shit, but whatever. It always happens.
It's a
Put
quiet
my
one.
dick in the master.
Right, I know exactly how to party. I put my dick in the mouth. That's right. But yeah, so everything that you're saying, Jimmy, like is 100% like, yeah, just find people with similar interests, because we have to be a good hang together.
Yeah,
If we're not a good hang, it's never gonna work.
Dude,
And
I'm
we've
sa-
all been in bands like that.
I'm saving you for last.
Oh, thanks,
I
pal.
wouldn't.
I felt great. I was like, we're getting through this nicely.
we had
It was
it.
great.
Well, you look like you were gonna spinal tap the drums.
Yes,
Yeah, spontaneous combustion.
Everybody agrees. I was looking at you.
Oh no, I'm
I
great.
said, I think I just lost a friend. Like, not because you're gonna blow up, but because you're gonna be like, fuck this dude. I'm
Yeah,
never
right.
talking to
No,
him again.
you.
So now,
Yeah.
a lot of people have a misconception that surf music is easy. It is not.
No, it's not. No.
And when I watch you play, you can watch a death metal drummer, which is you.
Yeah, right. Them kind of.
And then
He was a singer. in
I was
the
a singer. I
Death
would never touch them drums.
This,
So
this
bad
is his,
music, no.
this is his first band playing.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Anybody here play a blast beat on the drums?
Oh,
We can
yeah,
fake one.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We can fake
Josh,
it.
Josh
baby.
can do it.
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So when I see somebody playing a blast beat,
Yeah.
one of my top metal bands is Behemoth. Now they're like
Seen their first show in Philly.
older,
Yeah.
older demigod,
Oh, yeah, right,
apostasy,
absolutely,
Saint Hanukkah, like that stuff, and that is not any more difficult. It's produced well,
Yeah, definitely.
and you
for
can
sure.
hear it very well. But I don't think that's any more intense than a surf beat. And watching you play it,
Yeah.
it's just a different. It's a
You
mood.
suck.
You don't.
No.
No, you don't suck at all.
Yeah, I think you're an amazing drummer.
Yeah, I think you're killer.
Thank you, stop it now.
But I wanna get your whole opinion on where you feel the band is going and kind of your comfort level coming into this new iteration of the band.
Yeah, man. Like, I love the direction we're going, especially like you were saying, like the more aggressive side of like with the surf. So that fits right up in our alley, like liking heavier music and stuff like that. But it's all brand new to me. It's like he came and said, "Yo, you did, like when we were in a band. Like I always messed around with drums, but never like, yo, I'm gonna be in a band and do this thing." It was just something I like to do on the side and had a good time with. And then he came to me like, "Yo, you still playing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I played it, whatever songs I like to and stuff like this." And he was like, "Well, here's the list of songs. See if you like this kind of thing and let me know." And I was like, "Yeah, dude, this seems like right up my alley. This is the kind of shit I'm kind of doing, not totally surf, but like them similar beats and stuff like." So I was like, "Yeah, I could probably get that done." And then him and Jay came, like we were at a party together and connected with the bond. Like, "Oh, you like this metal band? I like this," with Jay and him. Well,
Yeah,
I
you
know
and
him.
Jay.
Yeah,
You
we
and
Jay
Jay
hit it off. Yeah,
Right away.
yeah, it was like, "You like this? Oh my
Yeah.
goodness!" And then we
As soon as I heard you both say Murder City Devils, I was like, oh, they're
yeah,
brothers.
we're
They're
okay
brothers.
with that. Yeah,
They're brothers
right.
now.
Yeah, we're good.
Well, do you know who the Madeira is or
No.
Space Cossacks?
No, sorry.
Ivan, his excuse me, his dad was in the Sonics,
Okay.
Oh, okay, nice.
and not the Sonics. Fuck. What's it gonna be? Blasted in the camera.
Get him!
And I'm gonna
Thumbs up only.
mispronounce
Thumbs up
his
only.
name.
Just keep hitting that button.
I'm like, just unlike the video or whatever you want to do. But he's a professor.
Oh wow.
He's a university professor. Plays surf music in the Madeira.
Okay.
I am not what you would call an insider in the scene.
Right.
So when Big Tiki Dude said you're kind of out of the box,
Right.
well, it's kind of like I'm not up, but I'm here.
Right.
Adjacent.
I'm looking.
Yeah.
I'm looking at
Box
it.
adjacent.
I'm looking at it and writing it all down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I don't
Right.
need to always be in there. I
Right.
just need to see it. So, he posted a picture of Shinjitsu. Iron means Jitsu.
Okay.
The last one they
Mhm.
put out. Which is like a 3-album thing because they're so fucking long. But he's like a prog, like they're prog rock now.
Okay.
And he's like a prog rock dude, but he's like a surf guitar genius.
Oh wow.
But he's also like he posted a picture, like people were like, like, the surf dudes were like, no.
Right.
So here's the crazy thing. 2011 or so, somewhere around there, I was trying to put a surf band together. And
2011?
Yeah,
Okay.
2011, I was trying to put a surf band together. It was me and a drummer that I played with in one of the rockabilly bands. It was his idea. He wanted to do this whole surf thing. And we couldn't find a guitar player. And I called Ian right away. And once again, in like 2 days or a day, it was something like it was short. It was short time. Ian stepped in because Ian's a monster freaking guitar player.
Yeah.
And from all the metal stuff,
Yeah, it's crazy.
you know, he stepped in like a day or two and came to the rehearsal and just nailed it. He brought his Strat and played through a deluxe reverb and nailed it. And the drummer was a little lost. He didn't
get it.
He didn't get it. And I asked Ian, I said, yeah, what do you think about this? And do you remember what you said? You were like, dude, this is awesome. It's just like playing metal with no distortion.
Yeah, right.
It's similar how you're talking about the drums. The guitar is pretty much an equal parallel to that.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not about different. It's not like when you listen to death metal. I think people get a perception because of the imagery
Right.
And the vocals. They hear
and the vocals,
and they
but
don't
none
work.
of that is more difficult than surf music.
Yeah.
I think people look
Right.
at surf music is because of the vibe. It's not as hard to play. But I think that's I don't know.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
It's not the
Very
right way to look at it.
even though I want it to be on the aggressive edge, I still want it to be happy. I still want it to be dancey.
Yeah.
I just want it to be aggressive
aggressive,
because
yeah.
that's just where we
Yeah.
come from. But if I wasn't chasing Ian's guitar with my bass, if I wasn't trying to keep up with him, there's no way I would be able to play Squad Car or Miss
Yeah.
or,
Yeah, from the
or
years,
any of
yeah.
that stuff. You know, that's all comes from trying to catch
Yeah,
up.
I
with
was
this guy.
I was in
Right.
a thrash band in high school, and I mean the story goes, if you've watched the interviews, my uncles were in surf bands in the '60s,
Oh wow.
and nothing big,
Yeah, but still.
but local.
Yeah.
That's a huge
Exposure,
influence.
And so when I was playing these say, I don't know, Slayer or Flotsam and Jetsam or whatever it was, and he'd be like, "Why don't you turn off that distortion? It's a fucking mess." So I turned it off. He's like, "Play the same thing," and I was like, "Oh." He's like, "See?"
Light bulb goes on. Yeah.
And
Throw a little reverb in there, now you're surfing, baby.
So he literally, like, all he said was just like, turn that distortion off and like play it again. And he just opened my mind. And I was only 16 or 17 when he did that.
Yeah,
And
awesome.
he got it, you know what I mean?
Right.
My uncle was older. He's a boomer,
Mhm.
but he was old. He was a musician that knew the difference between like moods and genre, and that how similar the playing style is.
Yeah.
Like one
Right,
translates into the other
Yeah.
so easily.
Yeah.
And that's the way I look at all songs. A good song is a good song.
That's the
Absolutely.
bottom line.
Yeah, that's what it all comes
Yeah.
down to for sure.
Dude,
Doesn't even matter really what style it is.
Right.
Good music's good music.
Music,
It
period.
doesn't matter.
dudes, thank you so much for coming
Thank
on the
you.
show.
Thank
Yeah.
you, man.
Like-
Really appreciate it.
Like gracing me with your presence in this like hot ass incomplete studio, I guess you could call it. But I guarantee you, by the next time you'll be here, they'll be at least one step better.
Hey,
We
we
can't
find
wait.
a way it is besides
Yeah.
my death, but we're good.
Yeah.
Can't wait to come back.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. We're the Triceratones.
Try
Guys.
There it is, boys.
Thank you.
Please join our Patreon page to get special behind-the-scenes footage and segments exclusive to Patreon, YouTube updates, also a sneak peek of what's coming next week, merch, and also services, free flash drive exclusively for segments in the band.